Gullfoss. Is it just a beautiful waterfall in Iceland? Well, for us audio engineers, we know Gullfoss is this magical plugin you throw on your master bus and it just makes everything sound better. But Sound Theory has introduced two new plugins, both Gullfoss Live and Gullfoss Master. And today we're going to dive into Gullfoss Master and see how it actually accelerates and makes things sound even better than the original Gullfoss. Are you ready? Plugin of the week. Let's roll. As you can see, I got a full mastering chain here with Weiss compressor, BX Digital V3, all this stuff, and I have Gullfoss in the middle, which actually isn't recommended by Sound Theory, but I don't give a damn. I break all the damn rules.
My man!
You can see Gullfoss is doing some crazy shit here. Another thing about the original Gullfoss plugin. This plugin is incredible. It has everything you want in a mastering EQ, and I could go on and on about it. But when you switch out this Gullfoss plugin for the Gullfoss Master plugin, which is what we're going to do, you do not want to copy these settings over because it is a completely different algorithm, okay? So as you can see here, I have a boost 1.4, I got the tame at 41, the recover at 45, the bias at 21%. This is not going to be a tutorial on what Gullfoss is. I've already done that on another plugin of the week. Go check it out. It's going to be on the Gullfoss Master plugin. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this guy off and we're going to initiate Gullfoss as the very first plugin because that is what they recommend in your master chain, is you want to initiate the Gullfoss as the first plugin before anything else. And right away, you see a little bit of a difference. It's more of a white tan canvas rather than the blue. And another thing is this moves in very small increments for the tame and recover. Now, what these things do is tame actually tames out any frequencies that are going to be bolsterous or too much in the mix through look-ahead processing. Recover does the same, but for any missing frequencies in your mix. And then you have the bias, which is a lot like tape biasing, which is just kind of shifting the sound wave. And bright, which if you want to kind of take the bright up or down after you've tamed and recovered, then you can. And then the boost, what this does is it kind of gives you that smiley face lift on the top end and the low end. And that's amazing for commercial records. One thing people don't pay attention to with Gullfoss is that you can actually use filters here to filter out anything below a certain amount of hertz or above a certain amount of kilohertz. So that's really, really awesome for really focusing on the mid-range and not allowing your mix to just get blown out with huge lows and high highs. So let's start to tame and recover on this track. And I'm just gonna start with a setting. So let's just tame a little bit and recover a little bit. And the idea is you wanna use both of these in conjunction with each other. And you'll see up and down some meters here, and you'll want to balance those out as a starting place. So let's check it out. Now, right away, what you'll notice is a lot more clarity, a lot more space, division, width, depth in the mix. And it's a really incredible plugin because it is an intelligent EQ that is looking at things as a look ahead. So it's seeing the signal before it hits, and it's taking any peaks and reducing them with the tame. And it's taking any nulls that are kind of missing and recovering them with the recover. Okay, so we can actually start to do quite a bit just to see what this is really doing. This tame, we're going to bring it way up and we're going to bring the recover way up. And we're just going to listen right there at that chorus part. And I just want you to listen for what this is doing when I bring it in and out. Now, what they've done with this Gullfoss mastering version is they've actually improved everything. The algorithm, the way that it works, everything behind and under the hood is all improved. So it takes a lot more processing power, as you'll notice with the CPU when I run this thing and I turn it off and on. Check this out. Morning. Now my computer is very powerful. It's a 10-core processor, i9, you know, all that good stuff. But for a computer that is not so powerful, this will start to choke it out. So only use this Gullfoss Master on your master bus for mastering, okay? That's a big thing that they recommend. Another thing that it has is sidechain, which is awesome. You can turn on the sidechain to allow something to come in and let it listen to the sidechain and affect having to do with the sidechain, which is, you know, pretty incredible and something that's pretty common on SSL compressors, all that kind of stuff. Very important, so you can kind of sidechain certain things in and out on the master. Okay, so the other thing that I want to show you about the Gullfoss Master is the boost, okay? We're going to turn this up and you're going to notice that it's boosting everything, right? But really what this is doing is it's boosting the smiley face curve. So as you tame and recover, you're getting sort of nulls and you're getting peaks to kind of balance out the information. And then boost is kind of boosting that back up to be a big smiley face. So I'm going to over exaggerate this so you can really hear what it's doing. Morning. So you'll notice this is a very, very great processor. It's amazing. And if you want more of that radio smiley face, you'll notice a big thing happening here in the mid-range, right? The 900, 800, all the way up to about 6, 7K is getting really scooped out. So we're starting to peak out the top and the bottom. Now you can actually focus that in by using these filters. You can bring the filters in and you can get even more control. And I like to put these filters at about 16K and up here to where maybe right above the sub, right? Depending on the track and the key of the track and everything. But I bring it up to usually about 50 hertz or so. You know, I like to let the 40 through. And let's just try this out with an exaggerated setting. And then I'll kind of back off these settings and kind of tune it back in for the master. Morning. So a pretty powerful plugin, real nice to just kind of separate everything. And with this edition of the mastering version, I would only use this on the master bus, but it is clearly much better processor, and you can really, really dial in with the tame and recover. You know, you're moving in a lot smaller increments, which is really nice. And it's just a better processor, better algorithm, and it's awesome that they're giving this away for people that already have Gullfoss. If you like these kind of plugins, you like this kind of information, definitely subscribe to the channel and look out for more plugin of the weeks. And also, like the video, drop a comment or a question. Always here to help. Love connecting with you guys. And until next time, I'll see you later. Go grab Gullfoss. Well worth it. Peace.